What do you do with your, so that isn't normal? He dumps the laundry on me when it's warm and fresh out of the dryer, and I sort the socks and underwear from inside the pile while he hangs up the shirts and folds the pants. We call it laundry turtle. Edit. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for all the upvotes in my first and second, silver and gold. I thought this comment would get totally buried. Oh my god, that's so cute. I'ma try this next time I do laundry. It doesn't work in single player mode. The absolute disregard for human life. He absolutely must touch my butt at least once every time we go to Walmart. I can't even remember how this started, but it's totally fucking weird if we forget. And floor dollar. A dollar bill that had fallen out of one of our pockets in the washer and consequently fell down into the crack between the machines when I was transferring the clothes to the dryer. We both ignored it for like a year because we were too lazy to use a broom or whatever to fish it out, and then one of us finally acknowledged it to the other. We decided to leave it there as a symbol of our wealth. We've never been down to our last dollar. It now has a quarter for a friend. As a symbol of our wealth, priceless. Actually cost them $1. $1.25 so far. When me and my ex would get into dumb arguments / debates, we used to send it to counsel to be reviewed. There was no counsel. There would be no review. It was basically our way of shelving an argument that would never have a winner. Every now and then we'd ask each other if we've gotten an update from counsel on what the judgment was. Edit. I really didn't expect this to blow up. So to answer the most popular question, no, this is not the reason we broke up. We had many other issues in our relationship. Shelving fun arguments / debates was not one of them. We've been broken up many years and are still friends to this day. We still check up on if there's been rulings in our cases. We have decided to fire our counsel for their slow turnaround time. Edit. Wow. Thanks kind stranger for my first Reddit silver. LMAO. This is actually my favorite one so far. I would suggest it in my own house, but I sort of believe these things have to develop organically. Thank you for this gift though. I would suggest it in my own house. Why don't you send it to council and see what happens? Alright, this will take some explaining, but me and my husband have a game we call business. I can't fully remember how it came about, but the goal is to fully and completely clasp the other person's right hand in yours and shake it twice, while repeating business. If the other person can get their hand free or shout business at the same time, it's a failed attempt. We don't keep score, but the last person who got in a successful handshake is the winner, until they are dethroned. So what started as a little inside joke has spiraled into a full competition with such notable wins as, at my uncle's funeral. While reaching for an offered water bottle, we live in the desert, and in the middle of any and all arguments. It's gotten so bad that any time either of us try to hold hands, we both have a momentary standoff to make sure it's not a ploy. Edit. Just woke up, and wow, did this blow up overnight. Thanks for all the comments, awards, and such. We did it. We have a successful marriage now. And you're sure your husband isn't just 3 small boys stacked under a trench coat? Thanks for the silver. I'll spend it wisely on more Reddit. Vincent Adultman doing business. We have the WIG rule. If one of us says, would you kindly blah blah blah, the other one must, no matter what, do that thing. There is zero negotiation. It's mostly whipped out for benign stuff, sometimes for very silly stuff, but occasionally used in serious situations. It's equal parts silly, fake outage, and a deep, committed trust. It only works because we trust each other not to abuse WIG or use it for evil. Fontaine? Is that you? I might have known the cat had claws. Straight up wrestle for fun. Not like sexy way or the cute let the other one win way, but like actual competition. Honey, stop hitting me with the folding chair while we're at the dinner table please. Why do we have a ring around the dinner table if I'm not supposed to use the chair? Edit. Mobile typo. OMG, are you lowering a cage? We often just stand in each other's way for no reason other than to be annoying. Yup, and the other has to pay a toll to get by. It's usually a kiss, sometimes a honk of the, but almost likely a hug. Yeah, no toll required here. My reward is her being annoyed. Interestingly, not requiring a toll makes you a bigger troll. Whenever he sneezes, I shout as aggressively as I can, shut up. To which he responds even louder, you shut up. This is everywhere. At home, in public, it doesn't matter. It's gotten to the point where I consciously have to stop myself from shouting at anyone else who sneezes. My so and I do something similar. Every time one of us sneezes the other says shhhhh really loud. I think it's hilarious. Lol, my go-to was always shhhh you'll wake the baby, but that was before we had a baby and it's not as funny now that it's true. Armpit trust. It's the number one rule that cannot be violated, no matter how tempting it might be. You can't poke the other's armpit. While I understand the desire for armpit trust, I would give it up in a second for the joy that comes from poking armpits. Armpit trust versus armpit thrust. WH. What do you poke armpits with? We have a mating dance that has gotten increasingly elaborate in the decade we have been together. Example moves: slapping one's own butt, moving one's arms like a choo-choo train, one-handed clapping. Some of the moves go out of fashion year to year, but we have a significant repertoire. Now you two just need to record your own custom version of the cha-cha slide, or whatever it's called. To the right now. To the left. Slap your butt now, y'all. Everybody clap one hand. Now shit on the floor. Probably kissy sonar. I'm a very extroverted woman and need my existence to be acknowledged every once in a while. My wife is extremely introverted, so conversations constantly are a big no-no. So we make kissing noises around the house every now and then as a kind of I love you, everything's fine over here, you okay? A kissy back, and we both continue doing our own thing in silence. No kissy back means trying a louder kissy noise, waiting 5 seconds, and wandering out to make sure everything is okay. Everyone gets what they want. I feel like I'm being paid attention to. She's not overburdened by talking with me or doing something together, but we still are connected. Edit. This does have the downside of forgetting I'm in different company and making kissy noises at my boss or friends during a period of silence. My boss did the kissy sonar back absent-mindedly and then had a WTF did I just do face. We now rib one another about it. My boyfriend and I do something similar. When we first got together and all over each other, I jokingly said anytime I ask for a kiss you have to give me one, and he agreed, and vice versa. It's turned into just a kissy noise and the one being called has to stop whatever they are doing and kiss the one asking. It's become such a normal thing for us, and our roommate, which is one of his buddies, is getting used to it now to its kind. Of hilarious, it helps a lot when we are in petty arguments, or when he gets to the door to leave, and I just wanna see his but one more time, or in awkward social gatherings with my family, when I want to let him know a little extra I love him, and value him accompanying me to family functions. Has the roommate ever made the kissy noise before? Haha, he hasn't yet. Will update you, if he ever does. We talk to each other sometimes in different voices and characters we collected over the years, to make the other laugh / annoyed / uncomfortable etc and just fuck with. So I often do speak with various accents, while she pitches her voice super high, and we keep going till one of us gives up. Mitchell, Scott and Holly. At phone home. Holly like phone,